Why Human Sexual Desires Differ and Evolve Over Time by Professor Nigel MacLennan. What shapes the sexual desires that occupy our minds? Why does one person find a sexual act intensely exciting, another feels repulsed, and a third remains indifferent? Human sexual tastes are as varied as humanity itself. The question is, why? What evolutionary, biological, social, developmental, psychological, and cultural forces create this diversity? Here are 6 leading theories that attempt to explain the vast spectrum of human sexual preferences and their formation. The puzzle of passion. Why are you drawn to certain people, acts, or fantasies? You might find short, athletic bodies irresistible, while your friend is captivated by tall, fuller figures. You might love radiant blue eyes, while someone else prefers warm brown. You could be sapiosexual, turned on by intelligence, while your neighbour finds intellect a turn-off. For some, specific acts rather than appearance spark the greatest desire. Sexual tastes shift over time. You may begin life attracted to one type of person or behaviour and later find yourself drawn to something very different. A passing thought can awaken new desires, sometimes unsettling in their novelty. Those attractions may remain private, shaped by a complex interplay of biology, experience, and culture. With so many interacting influences, we may never fully understand our individual sexuality, but theories do offer clues. Evolutionary theory. In short, according to evolutionary theory, sexuality is hardwired. Our desires evolved because they helped our ancestors to reproduce. Traits such as symmetry, fertility cues, or resource control signaled reproductive success. Yet, evolutionary theory alone cannot explain the full variety of human sexuality, including asexuality and same-sex attraction. Biology does set the stage, but it is far from the whole story. Psychoanalytic theory. Freud proposed that childhood relationships shape our unconscious desires. He linked adult attractions to early parental bonds, with the id, ego, and superego all in play. While modern science questions much of Freud's thinking, research supports the idea that early experiences influence sexual development. Adverse events in childhood, for instance, can affect adult preferences, sometimes as coping mechanisms. Social learning theory. We learn by observing others. According to Albert Bandura, sexual tastes can be shaped by parents, peers, and media. Cultural differences in sexual norms support this view. Pornography, for example, can influence niche interests. Still, personal temperament and biology can override learned behaviors, showing that social learning theory is only one part of the picture. Cognitive behavioral theory. Aaron Beck's framework suggests that our interpretations of experiences shape sexual preferences. Positive associations can solidify into enduring desires, while negative associations can suppress them. Social stigma can also influence how desires are understood or expressed. However, not all attraction is mediated by thought, since many desires arise without conscious reasoning. Cultural and social influence theory. Societal norms, religion, and cultural context can all shape sexual desires. In some societies, modesty is eroticized, while in others, boldness is admired. Historical shifts, such as ancient Greek acceptance of same-sex relationships compared to modern stigmatization in some regions, illustrate cultural impact. Yet, culture cannot fully explain sexual diversity, as even within a single society, preferences vary widely. Neurobiological theory. This perspective attributes sexual preference to brain wiring and hormonal processes. Dopamine and other neurotransmitters reinforce pleasurable behaviors, potentially shaping desire. Hormonal changes during puberty, pregnancy, or menopause can alter attraction patterns. While biology clearly plays a role, it may be more of a messenger than a master, reflecting the influence of other factors. Pulling it together, no single theory explains the vast diversity in human sexual desire. Evolution may provide the raw material, childhood experiences draw the outline, social learning adds colour, cognition shapes the detail, culture frames the image, and biology lights it up. The result is a pattern of sexual desires unique to each person. Understanding the roots of our sexuality can help us approach our desires without judgment. Some preferences may benefit from therapeutic reframing, while others can be embraced as part of our well-being. Sexuality is dynamic, shifting with life's experiences and with cultural change. The joy of sexual diversity. The diversity of human sexual tastes reflects our complexity. What excites one person may leave another feeling icy cold, and that variety is part of our richness. Desires evolve as we do, shaped by biology, history, and environment. Exploring their origins can deepen self-understanding, although over-analysis can drain the pleasure from them. Enjoy your sexuality and allow it to be a source of curiosity and connection.